It's good thing to do. It's good.
It's dramatic.
Yeah. I try and get a smoke machine. Here's Adrian, and then you come up from the bottom.
Tonight I'm going to be.
Yeah. I could go, and now I'm going to turn into Adrian, and then.
I need to go in a few minutes because Jenny's picking me up at 10:30 because we're going off somewhere else. So can I just suggest, I mean, I can move these lights a little bit more.
Okay, great. We've got you in here. That's brilliant.
That's really good.
Not too shadowy. But how's that for move that down again?
Can you have it so I can...
That looks good.
So
that's fine. That's fine.
Is that okay? Now, obviously, we'll have to see other weeks whether it works.
That is on the verge of being quiet. I think if you're back that far, you are on the limit of your mic.
Yeah. Yeah. I think one thing to say is, can we, if nothing else, can we make sure that we've got a back chat? Have you set up that WhatsApp group? Yeah, for everyone.
Yeah.
So make sure you're on the WhatsApp group. It's always a good idea with any sort of live streaming event to have a back channel that ideally uses a separate form of communication. So if your stream goes down, we've got some quick way of you saying, it's, my internet connection's gone down, the dog's chewed through the cable, whatever, so that we can make another plan. And it's not relying on the stream. Okay, so make sure that's available, but obviously muted, so it doesn't go ping, ping, ping through your whatever you're doing. Dave and Sean, do you have some time?
I've got a bit of time.
Okay, I'd just like to go through some of these handovers and just check we can get it as smooth as possible. Now we're streaming live. The next question that perhaps is one for me to solve is, okay, we went live, but it had a different link. So how do we get that out to people? Because the link's going to change as soon as I go live. So do you see what I mean? So yeah. I'm not quite sure how you solve that, but I'm sure that's solvable. I just need to think about that.
Well, so we can go live, but do nothing. So we could practice at whatever, 9 o'clock, 9:30, go live at 10 o'clock or whatever, but we could just put a slide or an image that says, you're in a waiting room. And then, but that would then give us however long to put the link out.
Yeah, put it on Facebook.
The camera, half an hour.
Yeah, that's true. Adrian, just in terms of buying some time later on, if Sean and Dave, you can sort of stick around for a little bit just to allow us to practice. If we could perhaps reconvene later on and have one more go today, is that feasible?
Possibly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, Sean, it's great you're on, but I do need you. Of course, you're a vital part. I was forgetting the words. That's the bit I want to test now. Really, that's the trickiest bit. Can we get the words and Dave on at the same time? And I'm not sure whether you can do that. I've kind of used different things, and it sort of looks like you should, but maybe you can't. So,
I mean, is it worth just thinking about covering all the bases? If you know what songs you're going to be playing, Dave, we could send those out on Facebook and get people to screen grab them or print them out or have them on another device, so that if we don't have the words, people can, they could
do. But I was just going to do that. I was assuming you'd have the word software. We'll just do a screen share, and then the words sit there. Unless you want to see me full screen, I presume you're seeing what I'm seeing.
We can.
Participators are down the side, and the word. That's what we do with PowerPoint.
Okay, well,
that could work.
That is one option. If you're happy to control the words, you'll be very small top right. That's the only thing.
No one wants to see me big in the middle, I wouldn't have thought.
Yes, we do.
Well, the other thing is whether someone else can share it. Can the host
try and do? That's what we were going to try and get Sean to do, the normal words. What I was rather hoping is that I think if you're in Zoom, well, let's do this. So if you,
I'm gonna drop out.
Okay.
Make sure let me know what time works for you later. I can do. We're taking the dogs out now, meeting up with someone, but later on I'll be free for the rest of the day. Obviously, I'll be preparing. I will also, once I've got my notes ready, then I will I'll try and just record something on my phone, at least just so that I've got something.
Yeah, and include other stuff. It's a complete standalone. You know, the welcome. You know, we're going to try this. If you're seeing this, it means we've had some technical difficulties, but you know, we'll figure it out. Let's go on an adventure. Blah blah blah. All that stuff as well.
Yeah, and if
We could put
if I send Sean or if whoever's doing the words, if I send them the songs, I could see if we can find them on YouTube. So worst comes to worst, you sort of say to people, "Here's the songs we were going to do."
Yeah, it could work.
And we can do the notices.
Okay,
We can
right.
put-
I'll leave you.
Yeah. Okay.
Well done, everyone.
Bye.
Great job.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Right, Sean.
Sounds nice, Dave.
Yeah, I think I might do it without a headset, but just try and be quiet.
Yeah, Sean, can you share your screen? This is the
Yeah.
interesting. We're now. I've spotlighted Dave.
I'm sharing now.
Oh,
Wait. Share. What can you see? Can you see the words?
Yeah.
no, I can see your main screen.
Okay, wait a minute.
Back.
I've got another option I can try. 1 second. That's the only problem is that controlling the words. Can you see that?
Yay.
But the only issue is I can't see what I want to see to control it properly.
Have you got a second screen? Because all it's doing is doing one of your monitors.
Yeah, that's exactly what I need to do. I have got my other laptop, but I don't know how you link it up.
Have you got an iPad?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I have.
Have you heard of Duet?
I've got it actually, I think.
Yeah, so all you need is a second screen, and then when you go to share screen, it'll ask you which monitor you want to.
Sean, I've got monitors coming out my ears if you need one.
Okay. I've got Duet on. I just need to download it on here, so I can download it.
I mean, Dave? I think if we could have you full screen to start with, so you maybe just introduce yourself and say maybe you start by praying. So rather than us praying, we're going to do a bit of an intro. You pray, so that people have kind of engaged with you as a worship leader, maybe even with a little bit of background like that. You're talking, then you start sharing, and then you go small.
Yeah.
You haven't seen any whiteboard pens.
I'm not going to force you small, because if you start small, it's just a little bit odd. You really are tiny.
Don't I found them anymore.
Sorry, Abby, I'm talking. No.
That sounds really nice, Dave.
Yeah, that's fine. I think I saw the intro. I'll flex it whatever you say, but I was going to kind of talk as if it was a normal service. I did say it depends on what you say exactly. Hold on a second.
Sean, can you share the screen again?
Yeah, sure. I was going to download Duet. Share screen.
You know, I don't.
She's all about middle of the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Stuff down.
No.
Mum's
I've
coming.
got to come back and run down through both sides and make it a bit more.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mum's coming.
She's the one that spoke to Andy about it, I think.
Yeah, no worries.
YouTube.
I just can't find my whiteboard pens on you know. Dad.
It's just how much of a fence.
Dad is busy. Oh, come on.
Where is it?
I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back for good.
Right. Now, this is what I'm hoping. I want
I
to.
guess it's time for me to give up.
Beautiful.
What I've done on my view is I've put it side by side. I want to see if that translates on the output.
Hello.
Happy.
She didn't shoot it.
We'll wait for Sean to get the fuel.
Trying to download it.
What's Duet? Screen sharing.
Yeah, you can have two screens, basically. Hopefully,
Dave, can you wave?
I'm getting it. Good.
Okay, that's great.
Who's actually controlling the words?
No, it's only doing side. That's a gutter. It's only doing side by side view on my view. In other words, I can choose how to set it up, but it still streams from you top right hand corner. It hasn't changed the output at all. That's right. I mean, it is what it is. I was hoping that would fix the problem. That's a bit of a go. What's frustrating is that, you know, the way I usually do live streaming, I'd have all this coming in as separate inputs. I could have the words at the bottom. I could mix it all, you know. But that's not repeatable. So it's just I'm trying to figure out how to do this like the really, really simple way, you know.
Quite limited.
You don't have me standing there with the words. Go back to acetate days.
Yeah, that could work.
I must admit, one way of doing it, if it was always in the King's Centre, is just to project on the wall behind you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think I'd rather not, because then people can't do that at home.
Yeah. Or on the TV behind them or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, it's,
Well, you get to it's like the old Baptist days, but a digital version where, as you say, you do just email out the song words beforehand.
Yeah. I think this is the best we're going to get, at least for this Sunday. So you're if we start out with you big, if you like, and then as Sean sharing his screen forces it to go wide, even if Sean dropped or lost control, I can stop that my end. So it goes back to just you large, and then I can spotlight. I can spotlight Adrian. So the way I've done it, the handover would be, so coming to you, I would I'd give Sean when in the rundown to start with, Sean, you would have, and we can maybe just run through this actually, when you've got your duet running.
Yeah.
You play like some music and you anything on the screen like that you would play. So we need a little bit of music and something visual, so people know they're in the right place, and then they have a countdown the last 5 minutes, same as we do at church. So then people know they're in the right place. Something's about to happen, and then I would take back the hosting control. I'd mute you, so it should stop the sound, and then I would spotlight the host. So I would spotlight me and Sarah. So we go, hi, welcome to our first online church. Woo! And then so we would talk, and then I'd make sure that I'd make sure I'm unmuted to start. I would probably leave us unmuted anyway, but just be quiet in the background. And then we hand off to worship leader. So as I'm handing off, maybe I leave Sarah to do the last bit of handing off, and then I unmute you, Dave, because you'd have been muted. I then spotlight you, which instantly swaps from us to you. So you're now spotlighted.
Who
And then I would quietly mute that.
Okay. Hello?
Right? We would then be muted. So if we cough or whatever, we're not going to, like people aren't going to think, where the heck's that coming from? The ideal is that only one person is talking at once. Then everybody else can relax a bit. And then, so you're talking a bit, and then I'm going to have to update this so that Sean then makes the words go live, which will then make you go small. I think, like I say, as long as we've connected with you a bit, I think the eye doesn't mind that. And we can still see you a bit, so we're sort of connecting with you. And make sure if you do any movements, any movement is good, because you're only going to be that small on the screen. And people have got small laptops, you're only going to be that small a screen, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you're on an iPhone, you're going to be the size of a half a postage.
Anyone under 30 is watching on a phone, I'll be invisible. That's right.
Yeah. Yes. You may like that. I don't know. So, and then same again. So when we're finished, what I'll do is I will quietly unmute Adrian. I will then, let's pretend I'm Adrian. So I'll unmute Adrian, spotlight Adrian, and then I would mute you. So now you're muted. If you drop the guitar or say to Abby, phew, that's over. You know, no one can hear you.
Careful. I need to be a little careful because for us, Adrian will be in the same room.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah. That could.
Presumably, you'll wait for an audio trigger from us to pass over. You know, don't try and guess.
Okay.
I'll say something very definite. I might even pray at the end, but I'll say something very definite. Adrian's looking ready. Let's hand over to Adrian.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, we want to make it
Make it ready and do it. And if the handovers would take a couple of seconds, that's fine. I mean, sometimes, you know, that happens in church anyway. Somebody walks out the fiddling with their mic and so on. And I think people are going to be, especially this Sunday, pretty forgiving if we muck it up. So.
And this is going out, by the way, live.
Is it?
That was the first YouTube experience.
YouTube. Come and say hello. No, David Shaw.
Hello.
Hello.
Right. What I'm just trying to think what else is going to trip us up. So we just need to check that Sean can get this duet thing working.
Yeah. I'm
slightly concerned if it requires an iPad, that's then a wireless connection we're reliant on.
No, you do a wired.
wired connection.
The iPad is just a second screen, so you plug it into the USB port or the Lightning port, whatever.
I'm trying to swap over what screen has what on it, so that's my next battle. To go into screens, I suppose.
So Adrian, this day, should we just go through the running order quickly, Dave? So what Adrian suggested was we host and do a bit of an introduction, probably a little bit longer than normal, just given the nature of this. And I think one thing I noticed, we did a watch party last night at Wren Collective.
Did you go on it? Did you see it?
No.
So I've not done that before. The idea, you know, you're watching something at the same time as someone else. And we liked the idea, but we'd kind of come out of the youth meeting.
No, you used to do that all the time. That was called television.
Yeah.
When we were younger. Yeah.
So true.
What's that, Dave? You have to explain one day.
Yeah. If you missed it, you missed it.
You mean you only saw, there was only 4 things you could watch?
I know.
What are you talking about?
Only 3 for a while. Yeah.
Black and white. I remember black and white snooker.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so
warm up.
what we found, and I sort of reflected on it a bit, that I think, I mean, even in church, we should come, in theory, we're supposed to come with a song or a word or whatever, aren't we? We're supposed to have our hearts ready. Now, in practice, the kids have been pain in the neck in the car, everybody's kind of straight in it. But even then, usually, there's a sense of coffee, a sense of whatever. And I think more than on a Sunday morning, we just need to be aware that people are going to be in their front rooms with the washing over there, the kids are
I think the other thing to think about what we do on webinars is we don't just do a hard launch at 9:30, which is the start. We're talking people into it. Yeah. And you might even get some chat. So, you know, I know I said we'll kind of do a test card at 10 o'clock or whatever. But, you know, if I was you, I'd be coming on every 5 or 10 minutes going, we're getting excited, you know, message us if you've got the kettle on. Who's watching? Send us a message.
I like it. Yeah, it's a good idea.
So I have my laptop as well with the where we use the Facebook as the chat. What we're going to call. I haven't looked at Facebook this one. We've asked people to vote what it's been. You know, I can make a mention of that. But if people as well as viewing can comment on, they'll be watching it in Facebook, won't they? So they can comment.
If we've managed to share, in fact, we could try that now. Can we share this on?
We could get Imogen just to go and because that'll be live, won't it?
Can we share this into Facebook and do like a watch party or something?
I think from what you said, we're not going to share that YouTube link for the first one. So it's the Facebook.
Well, we might have to because at the moment I can't get it streaming to Facebook. Okay. So, but what we have said is go to Facebook. So if we might be able to stream it to YouTube and then embed it in Facebook, and that's what I'm just trying now.
We should set up us Facebook. We could for another time. Kev. So
Yeah.
we've got,
Yeah, no, I have
Sorry.
set up, but you're not. That's what I'm saying. You're not joined to it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's Sean in it, Dave. Can they see that now?
I
Kev,
don't
what
know.
was it called?
Ah,
What it's called. Let me just try on this to start with.
There's lots of interaction, isn't there, already on the the Facebook online site, which is great.
yeah, it's really good.
And we've got
People are really hungry for something, yeah.
the poll that I put out last night for the name. It looks like it's connected rather than connection, which is lots of people have said that, so
Yeah, that's fine.
that's good. Sean, I sent you I can't remember, yesterday, feels like it was about a week long. It was mental.
Yeah,
I
last
said-
night you sent it.
Yeah, is that does that look okay for you? Well, Kev said
I haven't looked at it. I'm looking
As long
at
as at least no one said Churchy McChurch face or something, did they?
obviously you've got to let people suggest something. No, we don't want to do that. But
Yeah.
yeah, Sean, I've sent you, I think, on a WhatsApp or Messenger, a
Messenger,
picture I think would be a good header. If you're able to put the logo, so it's obviously Community Church. I don't think we need any more writing on
Yeah.
the digital profile, and then we'll just call it Connected somewhere else. And between us, am I an admin as well on the what will now be called Connected?
Yes, I think you are.
Okay, so if you're happy to put the banner up, I can announce it's going to be called Connected. I
Yeah,
don't have a time limit on it, but maybe leave it to run for a little bit longer. I mean, chat to me when you're doing that, and maybe we.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
At the moment, we can't. Looking at the settings, it looks like you can only stream to Facebook or YouTube. You can't do
One or the
both.
other.
And at the moment, we had trouble streaming to Facebook. Now, I did manage to successfully stream to Facebook yesterday. So I think I try to remember what did the instructions say? Did we? I think we just said go to the Facebook page, didn't we?
Yeah, we did to stream.
So
Yeah.
because I've just posted it on a private Facebook group for our family, and what it does is it shows us a thumbnail, a screenshot. It says my webinar, but if you click on it, it just takes you back to YouTube. So
Yeah,
if push comes to shove, that's okay.
that could be fine.
At least as long as people can find it, that's the main thing.
There'll be a lot of people though that are struggling with it. Is it worth us
Well, we can
putting out
post up
if we
some
can't? We can
instructions.
just put something simple. If it doesn't work here, when we let you know on here, you might need to go to YouTube instead. This is all.
Yeah, I mean that is just one of the things that I just like, the simplicity, because you don't, if you've got a computer or a phone, click a YouTube link, you'll get in. You don't need to worry about anything else. I appreciate
Set
then
it
the
up in
world sees our
advance.
mistakes, but
What I'll do is beyond the scope of this. I don't want to waste all your time, but there should presumably be a way of having something ready that you can tell people about, that you connect into that, because you don't want to have it change every time, and then you can only tell people when you go live. I mean, there must be a way. I just haven't figured that out yet, so I've only just done this. So, but yes, we can do it on YouTube, but we can still post it on Facebook as to what it is. If we can do that in advance, we will. If not, we'll just have to do it half an hour before when it goes live, and we're in that kind of coffee time.
Yeah.
Soft start. But yeah, it seems to work well. And like you say, if you want to, then I guess it's up to you and Adrian. But if you want to invite other people, Bridport or wherever, then knock yourselves out. We'll just be fair.
But what we're saying at the moment is they might have to join that private group, or we just email them the YouTube link.
Email them the link, can't we?
Oh, I see. Yes, we could
But the
just
YouTube link would be different.
Or post it on the public group.
Post it on the public group.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we do that, I just feel for them. There's about 16 of them. They've just lost their leader, who's moving away, and they were just starting to. They had about 2 weeks of building a new team, and then it all closed. And they're like, they haven't got a Kevin and Sarah, and they're like, we just got nothing. I don't know what we're going to do. They got no preachers, I don't think.
Well, we could say, here we got some people from Bridport. Really good to have you with us this morning.
Well, yeah, that's what I said to them. And then, longer term, we could then say, look, do one of you guys want to either preach or just do the reading or give a testimony and say hi?
Well, geography doesn't matter so much now, does it?
Oh,
Not
absolutely.
quite as much. I mean, not
Well,
for a
not.
Sunday anyway. I mean, pastorally it might matter because you might have to
Yeah,
go.
they'll need to work out their own life groups and pastoral care, I think. But
So we're seeing not Bridport for this week just because we're working out how people are feeling like
It's only 16 people. I mean, as
it
long
is
as
very small.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
as long as they don't mind that we might screw it up, they'd probably rather
Well,
have a
that's what
go.
I'll say to them, try and find the Honiton Community Church public Facebook page. And if it's on there, it's ready to go. If we don't put it on there, then it's either gone totally wrong or it's not fit for public consumption.
Well, we'll have a preach, so they can upload that anyway, so that should be okay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay. On the public page.
Yeah, it'll be in the public.
I don't see why we can't, and maybe we make sure Adrian knows that it will go on the public site.
see what Adrian says about that, because it might be us finding our feet. But on the other hand, I'm just wondering whether they can be part of Connected. But at the moment, maybe I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, the elders need to discuss
Glad
that.
just
Yeah.
church members only.
Perhaps we need to talk to them about that. But I think the whole thing is, it's exciting. It's fluid because I think, I said to Adrian, well, you were there. I was going, I would imagine that long term, I'd want the family just to be there to get that discipline.
Yeah.
But then you kind of think, oh, does that change slightly how you preach, how you approach it?
Yeah.
It's maybe a different kind of preach, not just because it's virtual, because of the audience.
Okay, Sean's gone.
Hello.
He's just gone rogue. He started sharing stuff.
Can you see me share? 1 minute.
Yeah. We've got your I don't know, is it Utah?
Can you
screen?
see that?
Yeah.
Hey.
Brilliant.
Woo!
I got it to work.
Yay! Kind of want to do Makaton as well for when the sun gets down.
Yeah.
We've got welcome and the words.
I'm just like, it's a bit slow. Bear with me. 3.
I think certainly for the first one, I'm going to sing them relatively, flat. We're not going to be creative too
Okay.
much. There's no point in asking anyone to pray because there's only Adrian in the room. I suppose I can ask people to pray at home. But, I'm not going to go creatively. Let's go back to the second verse, do the middle 8 3 times.
Yes.
jump
Yeah,
into
yeah,
the
fair
chorus.
That's really nice as a holding screen, something like that, Sean. I mean,
Yeah.
if we get this connected, if we do a screensaver like
Yeah,
that,
I can do that. That's easy.
I think what you said though about the sounds, Kevin or Sarah, I think it is a good idea to have some sound because we've done it before where we've just done a hold screen and
Okay.
everyone says, right, I'm in, and you start talking and they realise they
Yeah,
haven't
they're
got
not
the
here,
sound.
yeah.
But whether that's just if you interrupt that every few minutes and speak,
Yeah.
people will
What we've done for live events, this is a bit different, and I like your idea. But for live events, what we used to do is have
Can
a
you hear
holding
that?
screen with music,
Yeah.
and then inevitably, people who do live events never care about the people online, and so they always start late. And then the people online are like, I thought this was supposed to start at 10. What's going on? So what we also did is had a picture-in-picture like this. Of just a wide shot of the room filling up so that people can kind of see what's going on.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't hurt to show us ready, chatting or whatever beforehand
Yeah.
when we get a bit nearer the time so people know we're there.
I mean, even this is quite nice, isn't it? Because even if we were small and we said, oh, we're really excited, we got 5 minutes left, woo,
It just proves you're there ready. Whereas
Yeah.
I think if it's just an electronic screen,
we
yeah,
can
although-
do this. Could we not do this 20 minutes before or half an hour before and just a countdown for half an hour and just
yeah.
like you said, we don't want to be talking the whole time, but every so often can we have some music and a word saying, well done for connecting.
Can we play the music that's there on a Sunday, Sean?
I'm going to try it now. Okay,
I've never tried that. This will be exciting.
this is
Alright.
it. Can you hear the music?
Yeah.
And then every so often we could say, hi, everyone. We know we've got some more joining. You're in the right place. We're going to keep in touch and everything's looking good. Well done for getting the technology together. Really looking forward to having some time together starting, hopefully, if all goes well, at 10 o'clock or 10:30.
10:30.
And they corrected.
Oh, we thought it was 10. We finished.
Go grab a coffee. We're already here.
Yep.
Oh, it's very exciting. I was wondering, if people wanted to chat, I mean, I could have Bronwyn or Imogen if somebody said something, you know, like for instance, Simon from Bridport's just said he's joining us. Really glad to be part of the community church for this week. You know, if people can talk, you know, I could manage something. If that's on the Facebook, that's going to become really big, isn't it? So I don't know
and
how...
also on here, I don't know if you've seen on the YouTube, there's a chat function as well, so people can. You have to sign in to chat.
I think that's a really good idea. We found when we first did these a few years ago, people were going, I enjoyed it, but I felt like I was the only person there. And you're going, no, there was 50 other people.
Yeah.
Well, I can't see them. So I think actually saying, you know, it's great. We've got, I suppose, X number of logins. You don't know how many people that represents, because you're going to have a lot less logins than people, I would have thought.
Yeah. Can we say, will you have that information? Will you have
There's
that?
3 watching now.
Okay, so I can say, right, we've got 15 watching now. It's gone up to 30. That's great. That 30 households. Shall I ask people to, how can I?
Yeah, I think if they can chat on Facebook and just say hi, say, look, we're not up to anything too complicated, but if you want to just say hi and you're glad to be here.
Yeah.
So much to go.
It's going to be a long old, but that's all right. That's what it's there for, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll need to have that open as well then, if it's the chat on there.
Are you two away any Sundays in the near future?
We got major holiday plans actually. We were going to Australia. No, we're not
so much.
We could, I think, if we start. I don't know how that will work because people be watching it on the Facebook. But I was thinking if we started to make your comments here for but most people will just have one device, won't they? They won't be able to talk and watch, chat and watch.
And
they're on Facebook. Can't you just chat if you're in Facebook? You're watching a video, you can comment on it.
Yeah, but it's at the moment we're sending them. We can't. Unless there is a way of doing that. Doesn't look like you can put a YouTube live in Facebook. You can do a YouTube live in YouTube. There is a chat function, but you have to log in, of course, with a Google account now. And now everybody's like, now I'm completely confused. So,
I don't know.
Can they do a like? A thumbs up in YouTube?
They can't even do that unless they sign in.
Okay, so we know how many we're watching, but that's about it.
Yeah, it says at the bottom. I don't know. Does on your? Actually, I'm not logged in, so it says there are 3 people logged in.
I'll have a look at YouTube.
I might even, if we end up doing it like this, I might even make or Sean, you can make a separate account or something. We'll need to share that so I can log into it. But at the moment, we don't really want to say Max Focus Goal Planner because people go, what? You know, we want it to say Community Church in the little logo. So that. Do you want to take that as an action?
Yeah, sure.
Share the login details with me.
Yeah.
I can do a like and dislike.
But are you logged in as you?
No, I don't think so. It's possible it's done it automatically.
If I go like this video, sign in and make your opinion count. You see, I've got to sign in.
Yeah, I'm logged in, so I can subscribe to you.
Let me see if you can embed a Facebook, a YouTube live.
Yeah, copy the link in it.
Again, potentially we don't overcomplicate it for the first one, I guess.
No.
So part of me wants to put all this on the website, have a better website that you could stream straight on the website, and that could have a blog function.
I have been chatting to Adam about that, and he's saying that Zoom do a free plugin for WordPress. So he's working on that for me already.
I appreciate it might be expensive, and then they might have to have a login to the website, so it might not be an easy answer.
No, I don't.
One more time on Facebook. Let me try one more time streaming to Facebook. All right.
Okay.